coaching career here at Michigan, and we are ready to roll. Michigan in their maize uniforms. John's from the Wolverines, and a shot clock violation. Michigan will take that. Military Appreciation Day for the Michigan Wolverines. Peter Thompson's dad, Greg, as you take a look at the Wolverines starting lineup. That's Dewada right there with the little shovel pass behind the cage. Good movement right now from Michigan after that great defensive stand. Good pass in front, but picked up. All right, now let's talk about
if you have confidence, you're going to make more saves.
Even Peter Milliman backed the sentiment that at times he's been the best player on the team, and at 5'7", he has had some big games already this season.
He is. He's a mountain of a man inside of his heart.
And the first goal coming from Johns Hopkins. Brendan Grimes, the junior, with the sizzle. Tenth goal of the season.
Yeah, so this was pretty simple move. Grimes is a strong lefty, all lefty tendencies. He kind of dummy dodges right-handed to get his defender to lean a little bit, rolls back, gets his hands free.
By the way, to the former football coach for the Michigan Wolverines, Lloyd Carr, whose name came up actually as, boy, it is a great time to be a Michigan Wolverine, as their hockey team just won, women's gymnastics won, men's gymnastics won, and the Michigan gymnastics coach, talking about Lloyd Carr, there's Carr with the save. About 5 or 6 years old, looks brand new. You got a special tour of it, Jesse. You enjoyed it, right?
It's a beautiful facility. Between all the Olympic sports, $165, $168 million facility. So goes to show what a little bit of dough can do.
The Blue Jays now 4 for 4 on the clear. Quick shot and money. Tremendous feed, and then an even better finish coming from Degnat.
You know, we spoke about it a little bit earlier. You cannot cheat off of number 40. If he gets his hands free, that short stick DB Indy, Hunter Juronsky, kind of carries the ball in, draws a little bit of slide. You let 40 loose from 10 yards. Night-night.
Really good pass, and then, yeah, just some luck.
That can just create offense. That's the goal in this game.
Shot not on target and picked up again by Michigan. That's twice now Michigan has been able to get there first to win it back.
Hopkins going with the 10-man ride right now. That means the goalie's going to come out, and it'll really be 10 on 10 as opposed to 10 versus 9 on the clear.
You don't always see it this early as the cage is open and the finish. So they saw it, Michigan picked it off, and the long distance goal coming from Andrew Darby, the grad student. Darby, a 5-year starter for Michigan.
You know, it's an interesting call this early in the game. I thought Hopkins was having a lot of success on the ride, but for them to 10-man, maybe they saw something, wanted to change it up, but obviously, he saw an open net, decided to fire it in from midfield.
I'll tell you, I don't normally see. Glassmeyer had it. Now it's Bain. Bain, good pass, low, good shot. And the finish coming from Cohen. Cohen, the sophomore from Michigan, and just like that, they tied it.
Yeah, Ryan Cohn, the sophomore from the non-lacrosse hotbed of Boca Raton, Florida, but did some prep school up in New England. This is a good matchup right here for Michigan. Michael Bain on a short stick, Cody in, so all the eyes are watching behind the goal. Cohen gets free, hands free. Right here.
Shot clock winding down again. See the bench getting...
He being their best cover guy, guarding Angeles, but they got a switch right here.
Shot clock winding down again. See the bench getting fired up. Shot!
Recognition by Angeles. There was a switch on defense, and Whitney, who is arguably Michigan's best cover guy, has been guarding him, but there was a switch. He saw it was a short clock. he had the midfielder Carson Billig on him and just took him to the cage.
And Cohen right in front of the cage. It goes over Cohen, and the Blue Jays pick it up. Now the Jays running downhill. Ooh, I thought it was going to be a long-distance crank. It still is. Carr saw it all the way, though, and Carr with another save.
Yeah, that was a great play by Bowden Zulik right there. Call that a yard sale back in the day.
Yeah, that's so well said.
Hopkins has to go here.
Yeah. There was no defense. You said it. There was no slide. So the finish for Aronson, and Michigan ties it.
So there's a double on the ball there, probably an inadvertent double where Mazzone just kind of leaves his guy who runs naked on the backside, and there's no help coming across the crease there. Probably the easiest goal that Aronson's gonna
sizzled the net to make it 2-1. Then they had the equalizer. The Blue Jays took the lead 3-2. Michigan has tied it. Michigan has not led yet, but they have tied it twice. Good defense again by Michigan. Michigan has also caused 2 shot clock violations. Michigan's biggest issue is they've been sloppy with the ball.
Oh my God.
Luckily, one right there by Billig. And an easy one, a sitter, little tic-tac-toe, Zawada in, and it's 4-3.
Luckily, the Michigan guy didn't end up on his back right there, because that was about a 40-yard buddy pass. That's just a tough pass to make right there. Mazzone should have put him on his back, but Cohn recognizes, bangs it down to Bam for the one more. That's just too easy.
So here you're saying Mazzone should put the crunch.
As it is, they're going to just go with the hot hand. Michigan goes kind of 3-3-3 with no methodology.
Yep. Good little dodge, good little finish. The dodge and then the shovel, and then the finish for Michigan. And Michigan rolling right now.
You know, there's right there, there's 2 guys to the ball, and Mazzone slides when the guy is at like 18 yards, and all that's doing, Dean, is creating offense for Michigan. You got to recognize where the guy is, know where you are on the field.
Thompson,
it's just too easy.
9th goal of the season, yeah.
Michigan on a 3-goal run now, so Hopkins needs a good possession.
Good little fake, good little finish. Boy, the fake was fantastic, and then the finish from Degnan.
Yeah, just a little bit of a hitch and go right there by Degnan. And Dean, like we just spoke about, the importance of the face-off. Hopkins wins the face-off. They get the ball to their best offensive player, 40. Even though he's at range, you see Ryan Schreiber sprint out to him because he's free at 17 yards. But I think the Michigan size on defense is causing a little trouble for Hopkins. They're having a tough time beating their initial man, which is troubling for an offense because you need that to draw that first slide to get the team in motion and create offense.
Gives you an idea of the lights that Jesse Schwartzman is talking about. We have seen a couple times wondering whether it was the precipitation. Wow, what a hammer. Melendez ties it. And you're right, a great shot from Melendez.
It was. You know, this play all starts with number 9, Brendan Grimes. Runs hard out of the box, beats his guy, draws a slide. Melendez high to low, near side with a little English on it.
Michael Bain, big-time player from Rocky River, Ohio, St. Ignatius High School, where they produce all kinds of big-time athletes. There's Bonomi. Cohen had it for a moment. Tight pass, trying to squeeze it into Bonomi.
Fancy there, Dean. Fancy.
You love that.
Great awareness by Marcille, though, to keep his eye on the ball.
This attack coming after the great save from Marcille. Let's see if the Blue Jays can take advantage. They have either had shot clock violations or they've scored with the shot clock winding down, and this hits the ladder this time as they score again. This one scorched by Degnan, who's got a hat trick.
Right. So this was just great awareness by Marcil to keep his eye on the ball, even though it was on the ground. Great job. And right here, Melendez does a great job drawing the slide again. And out right now, you see that.
Now they need to start running downhill, though, with 10 seconds remaining. Zawada doesn't hurt to, ooh, good little move. Zawada ties it. When in doubt, give it to your all-time leading scorer, and we're tied at 6.
I mean, that was a great shot. I think Marcil would like that one back, but Hopkins was just confused there, and Zawada had the short stick on him, and there was just too much
from Bryant, Centerville, Virginia. And so now we'll buckle up with the new goalie. We thought it was going to be Michigan changing goalies, and instead it's the Blue Jays. And off the face-off, Michigan now. They scored in the final seconds. Wow, and he sees the first one in. That's going to be huge. They lose it again. He needs to save another one. Did it cross the line? I think he saved it. What a start. We barely knew how to say his name, Luke Caracciolo.
And I'll say, good thing there is no video replay, because
you thought
pretty sure that was a goal there. But you know what? Those are two huge saves for Caracciolo off the bat.
Point
Look
blank.
at it right here.
Oh boy, everybody on Michigan thought it was in.
To come out cold in 15-degree weather, that's a huge, huge start for the goalie.
Wow, and you can tell his teammates are behind him, and he's got 3. He just got another one. Are you kidding me? Number 42 getting a start. First appearance this season. Had to double check the phonetics, and he's saying check it again because he's money right now.
He is, and this game is just out of hand right now. I mean, are they playing with slippery balls here or what?
All I know is
he's got that 15-yard running start.
Oh, this one he can't stop. Zawada says, welcome to the game, Luke Caracciolo, as I'm going to sizzle one right by your ear.
You know, you can't save them all, but Caracciolo with a big, big start for the Blue Jays. I think they just need to settle down and pick up the ball. I love the 15-yard running start right here before the whistle. And that's
lesser-known teams, but I feel like he's delivering the goods today.
He's definitely getting... Oh, it's a great pick by Mazzone.
Mazzone with the long pole.
Look at him showing his wheels here.
Wow, he's got some pace, like a gazelle. You said it, Jesse. Great pace from Mazzone. And give Mazzone credit. The goal will go to Degnan, who's got 4, but it was all Mazzone.
It was. And you know, after Mazzone last week, 20 ground balls in 2 games on a Friday and Sunday night. That's just a super, super heady play. Reminds me of a guy I used to play with, Matt Bachlet. Just great feel, great hands, sprinting up the field. And Mazzone makes the smart play here. Hits it to the one more. Melendez does what he's been doing all game, gets it to 40. Another hitch and go. And Degnan down low for the tough decision to make. You always second guess yourself, but after those first 3 saves, I think they're happy with their decision. They'll stick with it here.
Good defense from Hopkins. Better dodge there coming from Mulholland.
Side net, side net.
Side net.
Don't get too excited, guys.
So the Jays
just missed it over the crossbar.
But as Jesse Schwartzman pointed out, we had that shot backed up, so the Blue Jays again with a chance to take the lead.
You know, it's tough. You can even see from up here, the corners of the field are a little bit dark, which tells me that the lights are probably a little bit low. Grimes.
Speaking of low, Grimes with the low heat, and it's 8-7 Blue Jays.
Grimes, like Degnan, strong lefty tendencies, same hand split, gets his hands free, able to set his feet. Almost automatic from there.
He has not exactly been Michigan's forte. They're 4 for 24 in that situation. You see the man down defense and man up defense. Great job by Big Ten Network crew. Great job by the Michigan Wolverines as sliding around and scoring for Michigan. It's tied at 8, and the Wolverines fans love it.
That was just, I mean, 6 on 5 there. They were keeping the ball on the right side the whole time and finally got Hopkins moving, and they creep up Bryce Clay from behind, who just sneaks up.
Bonomi.
No support there.
So Bonomi, by the way, is into the game with Clay. And they're both out there right now. There's Bonomi, and I called it. Bonomi does score.
You can see into the future, my man.
6th goal of the season as well for Bonomi. He actually made me look somewhat smart, thank you, and Michigan's got a 1-goal lead.
Michigan just gets Hopkins moving there. Too many eyes to the ball. They have 2 guys going to the back of the net. Skip pass up to Bonomi. I really think Luke's going to want that one.
Johns Hopkins, 11 for 12 on the clear. There's Zawada, a heavy ride. This has been one of the toughest clears for the Blue Jays, yet they do get it now on the attack. Johns Hopkins now 12 of 13. Michigan 10 of 15 on the clear. Oh, there's a good shot on the move and finishing there. Grimes again.
That was just great recognition by Grimes.
Timeout on the field.
So Grimes has already got a new record, and he'll score again, a hat trick, and we're tied at 9, the Wolverines and the Blue Jays.
Here.
Plenty of time. 35 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, what a great move. I mean, it cut inside, found the opening, and Melendez with the finish, and it's 10-9 Johns Hopkins.
I like that. Was a little wrinkle that Hopkins threw in there, Dean. I'll tell you, they put Angeles and Degnan up top, which drew all the attention from the Michigan defense above the goal, let Melendez get under, and there was really no slide help near him to help. Hopkins tonight is creating a lot of offense, especially with Grimes running in hard from the box.
Yeah, Grimes has been outstanding, so has Melendez. Ooh, denied there by Carr. Carr read that one the entire way, Jesse.
Yeah, I thought that might have either great save by Carr or a pipe, but because I thought it maybe hit him in the back afterwards, but Degnan.
4 goals now on 8 shots.
So they kind of leave him righty. He gets his hands free off the pipe.
Right now, it's in the hand of Thompson. You got to figure it's going to find Zawada. There is a little spin, extra pass, and denied by the backup goalie for the Blue Jays. That could be just as big momentum-wise.
Oh my
goodness! So the save first, and then the best friend for Luke Caracciolo, and Johns Hopkins has a 1-goal lead.
I mean, Hopkins escapes one there off of the pipe. They get an open shot from Jackson from 12 yards. Loose ball. I mean, at this point, Hopkins should just lay on the ball and let the clock run out. And the scrum continues off the pipe. Goalie's best friend. We're going into it.
Good hit by Johns Hopkins. They win it defensively. Extra pass, good little pump fake, and the finish. Degnan has scored again. He's got 5 to lead all players. And it's a 2-goal lead for the Blue Jays.
I thought that was, I mean, obviously great ride. Another turnover by Michigan in the clearing game. But the patience from Peshko right here to carry it, draw the defender, and finally dish it off to Degnan on the doorstep.
Nailed it again, Jesse. Without that patience, it doesn't create that much time, and you give that
barrel at the reins for the past couple of years.
There's a shot over.
He's trying to get people to think he's a righty.
Good look at Carr. Now protecting the near post. And cannot stop that smoke from Grimes. Grimes has had a really good game.
That's one that I think Carr is going to want back. Dean. Melendez again getting through, making just not the craziest play, but making the right play. Makes the one more up top to Grimes. A lot of action in front of the goal. You see Degnan. Zawada there on the ride. Michigan gets another possession.
Ryan Cohen over in the corner. We'll give it to Zawada. Zawada, tight pass. Great finish, Bryce Clay.
Huge goal right there for Michigan. Dean. Get the ball to their best player, number 9, Josh Zawada. Makes the right play. Slices down, Clay slices down from up top, gets a little open space in the middle of the goal, buries it up top. Important.
Here on your Big Ten Network screen, a massive goal for Clay. Face off for a moment, but a good stick check for Michigan, then a ground ball. Michigan with a stick check and the ground ball, now dealing with the ride, turned over again. It's getting physical, you knew it would. Who's gonna come out of this scrum with the ball? Another stick check, and it'll stay with Michigan. Wow.
That's an example of, like we talked about earlier, that's going to go down as a win for Hopkins on the faceoff. But because of the Michigan ride, the aggressive nature of that, they get the ball back before Hopkins even has an opportunity to get its offensive guys on the field.
So well said. All get together.
It is. It's the smoker. It's an old tradition. And it's just a great time for the current team to meet the old alumni. And it's a special program, and it just goes to show the tradition.
Oh, good pass. Melendez with the finish. And it's 13-10. Wow, really good play. Wide open Melendez. I could even finish that one. What a play.
Yeah, so we talked about in the opener, Angelis is the quarterback. He's got a short stick on him. He draws a slide, and he just makes the right play. He's a smart player. He typically makes the right play, the easy play. Melendez wide open in the front.
Men's college lacrosse that has more than 1,000 wins. I think it's 1,011 and counting. What a great pickoff. Wow, this could ice it right here for Johns Hopkins. Right down Main Street, and the finish with the long pole, and put some ice on it. Patrick Deans, the junior from Georgia.
You know, a long pole goal gets the bench height.
Score situation as you can find. A little stumble. Side netting. Michigan thought they had scored, as that was cranked right there by Aronson. Transition is on. Melendez says, go ahead. I like that decision. Good stuff. What show's that from?
That's an old, I think, maybe Kenny Mayne Sports Center.
There you go. Side netting, that has been the problem for Michigan here in the fourth with the wheels and a little bit of confidence now.
Right now, we're all defensive midfielders. That's a smart play by Angeles. Throw it, chuck it up in the air. They already have their defense on the field.
Now Michigan needs a lot in a little bit of time here. Down 5. Pretty risky pass, but it pays off. And then the finish, yes, and sizzle right there. Right down Main Street for Thompson.
Risky play right there on the defensive side, and Thompson just takes advantage, runs down Main Street, hits the high bound.
Staying with it, Cracchiola. He has stayed in the game and was part of the difference. What a fantastic Big Ten men's lacrosse game, but too much Blue Jays in the fourth quarter. Final score, Johns Hopkins 15, Michigan 11.
Just a great game.